Have you ever wondered about the truth behind the legend of the Templar Knights? These medieval warriors, shrouded in mystery, have endured in our collective imagination. Their tale, a web of power, faith, and secrecy, is as fascinating as it is elusive. Legends abound, from hidden treasures to unearthly powers, yet the reality is no less captivating. These knights were more than mere soldiers. They were monks, diplomats, bankers. To understand the Templars, we must journey back to their origins in the Middle Ages. The year 1119 AD marked the inception of the Templar Knights. In the chaotic aftermath of the First Crusade, a small band of knights banded together with a noble cause. They sought to protect Christian pilgrims journeying to the Holy Land, their path fraught with danger from bandits and marauders. These knights, led by the French knight Hugues de Payens, stationed themselves in the sacred city of Jerusalem, dedicating their swords and lives to their mission. Their humble beginnings, however, belied the grandeur they would come to embody. Living initially in relative poverty, they adopted a strict code of conduct, inspired by the monastic rules of St. Benedict. They vowed to live in chastity, obedience, and poverty, and most importantly, to protect the pilgrims at all costs. Their iconic attire, white mantles emblazoned with a red cross, became a beacon of hope for the pilgrims, and a symbol of dread for their enemies. Yet their full potential would only be realized with the support of a powerful ally, the Church. The pivotal moment came in 1129 at the Council of Troy, when the Church officially recognized the Templar Order. Endorsed by Bernard of Clairvaux, a respected church figure, the Templars gained legitimacy and a surge in recruits. Armed with the Church's blessing, they were exempted from local laws, taxes, and even owed allegiance to no one but the Pope himself. With this newfound power, the Templars expanded their scope. Not just knights on horseback anymore, they grew into a unique entity, part military order, part financial institution. They owned vast estates across Europe and the Middle East, operated a complex banking system, and commanded fleets of ships. From humble beginnings, the Templars grew into a formidable force. They were no longer just protectors of the pilgrims, but key players in the political and economic landscape of the Middle Ages. The stage was set for the rise of one of history's most intriguing and controversial orders. With the Church's backing, the Templars amassed unparalleled power and wealth. The Templars, initially a small and humble group of knights, transformed into a force to be reckoned with, thanks to the endorsement from the Church. This official recognition not only gave them religious legitimacy, but also the right to build their own network of power. From their humble beginnings, the Templars evolved into a formidable military force, playing a significant role in the Crusades. The Templars became the tip of the spear in the Holy Wars, their red crosses on white mantles becoming a symbol of hope for the Christians, and a sign of impending doom for their enemies. Their military prowess was unmatched, their discipline unshakable, and their devotion to their cause unyielding. But the Templars were not just warriors. They were also astute businessmen who created an elaborate network of financial operations across Europe. Their vast wealth came from donations, bequests, and the spoils of war. They owned lands, castles, and even entire islands. Their financial acumen was such that they established an early form of banking system, offering loans to kings and nobles, and thus held immense sway over the politics of the time. However, the Templars' rise was not without its perils. As their influence spread, so did rumors and speculations. Their secretive nature and immense wealth stoked mistrust and fear. They were seen as a state within a state, a power that could not be controlled, and it was this power that would ultimately lead to their downfall. The Templars were not just knights or bankers. They were a phenomenon, a force that shaped the course of history. They were the embodiment of the medieval ideals of chivalry and piety, but also a reflection of the greed and corruption of the times. But as the Templars grew in power, so too did the envy and fear of those around them. The stage was set for a dramatic turn of events, a plot of betrayal and persecution that would lead to the downfall of this once invincible order. The Templars' fall was as swift as it was brutal. Their downfall began with the loss of the Holy Land. The once invincible warrior monks found themselves without a mission, their raison d'etre snatched away. This loss weakened their standing, and their vast wealth became a tantalizing target for those with more earthly ambitions. Enter King Philip IV of France. Deep in debt to the Templars and eager to consolidate his power, Philip saw an opportunity in the Templars' vulnerability. He began to spin a malevolent web of deception and deceit, plotting to bring down the once mighty order. On a fateful Friday, October 13th, in the year of our Lord 1307, the king's plan sprang into action. As dawn broke, Templars across France were arrested, their properties seized. Accusations of heresy, blasphemy, and other unspeakable crimes were leveled against them, charges as shocking as they were baseless. But in the court of public opinion, the Templars were already on trial. The actual trial, though, was a farce. The Templars were subjected to unimaginable torture, forced to confess to crimes they did not commit. Their resilience and faith were tested in the most horrific ways, yet many stood firm, refusing to renounce their order, refusing to betray their brothers. But the die had been cast. The once revered Templars were now pariahs. Their swift trial led to a swift judgment. Guilty. The sentence, execution. Templars were burned at the stake, their screams echoing through the ages, a chilling testament to the capriciousness of power. And so, the Templar Order was no more. Their grand commanderies were abandoned, their wealth seized. The men who had once been the defenders of Christendom were now nothing more than a memory, their legacy a smouldering pyre. The Templars were disbanded, their wealth seized, their members burned at the stake. Yet in the ashes of their downfall, the legend of the Templars would rise, destined to endure for centuries to come. The Templars may have been destroyed, but their story did not end there. Their legacy, like a medieval tapestry, is woven into the fabric of history, culture, and imagination. The Templars, with their white mantles adorned by a red cross, have become an enduring symbol of medieval chivalry. Their tales of bravery, sacrifice, and intrigue have been retold through countless books, films, and games, ensuring their memory lives on. They've become the protagonists of our popular narratives, the heroes of our legends, and the villains of our fears. In the world of fiction, they've been portrayed as the guardians of the Holy Grail, the secret order protecting Christendom, and sometimes, the shadowy puppeteers pulling the strings of power. Yet, the Templars' influence extends beyond the realm of storytelling. Their innovative financial practices laid the groundwork for modern banking systems. They were among the first to issue letters of credit, an early form of the modern bank check. This innovation allowed pilgrims to travel without carrying large amounts of gold and silver, reducing the risk of theft. The Templars' architectural achievements, too, stand as testament to their enduring legacy. The castles and fortifications they built, like the formidable Templar castle in Tomar, Portugal, remain as a stoic reminder of their once formidable presence. These architectural marvels, with their distinctive circular design, were not only strongholds but also hubs of learning and culture. The Templars' mystique is further amplified by the rumors of their hidden treasures and secret rituals. Their alleged wealth and the mystery of its whereabouts continue to fuel treasure hunts and speculative theories. Their secret initiation rites and ceremonies, shrouded in mystery, inspire awe and spark curiosity. Despite their downfall, the Templars' influence permeates our culture, our history, and our collective imagination. Whether it's in the form of a thrilling novel, a captivating movie, a strategic video game, or an architectural marvel, the Templars' legacy is indelible and enduring. Even in death, the Templars continue to captivate us. So who were the Templar Knights, really? Born in the aftermath of the First Crusade, they rose to become an iconic military order. With their dramatic rise came immense power, wealth, and influence. Yet the tide of fortune turned, leading to their downfall, steeped in betrayal and power struggles. Their legacy, however, endures, shrouded in enigma and intrigue. The Templar Knights, a tale of power, betrayal, and mystery, etched indelibly into the annals of history.